Okay, thank you, Colton. Good morning. I am Rebecca Sander and serve as chair of the Investigative Committee of the Kansas State Board of Nursing. I ask the members of the Investigative Committee to respond to a roll call signifying their presence at this open meeting via Zoom video conference. Adri Goldsmith,
Present.
Michaela Heiston.
Present.
I also ask the following board staff members to signify their attendance. Linda Davies, practice specialist.
Present.
Before we begin the open meeting, I want to make the following statements regarding this meeting that is being conducted remotely. Public comment allows individuals to address the investigative committee about their concerns, but the Kansas Open Meetings Act, which is known as KOMA, does not require the investigative committee to provide public comment or answer questions from individuals. Public comment will not be taken today because there is a possibility that the connection for this remote meeting may be lost over time, and the time for the meeting may not allow everyone who is present to comment. Additionally, we will not know what comments an individual may make, and we would want to provide notice to the public of our intent to discuss a particular matter so that the public may listen and observe our discussion. Because we are conducting this public meeting remotely by Zoom and YouTube, I state for the record the following information. On October the 5th, 2023, the board sent notice of the meeting for the investigative committee to all individuals who have requested notice of the committee's meetings. Additionally, the notice and agenda were posted on the board's website, ksbn.kansas.gov. You may obtain a copy of the notice and agenda at the website or by sending an email to carol.moreland@ks.gov with the subject line, request for the agenda, and the board staff will send it to you. The notice contains the internet links to access the meeting by Zoom and YouTube. The notice also contains the Zoom telephone number to attend this meeting by telephone call. All of these electronic mediums allow the public to attend this meeting free of charge. The notice also advises individuals to contact the board's office at 785-296-2967 if they experience any technical issues during the meeting. The only mediums for interactive communication offered for this meeting are the connections by Zoom and YouTube, as previously stated. Each member of the committee, board staff, or presenter shall state the person's name and the title each time the person speaks or votes, as the case may be. Each participant to this meeting shall ensure microphones, phones, or other electronic devices are on mute when the participant is not speaking. Each motion will be clearly stated before the committee votes, and the chair will announce the results of the final vote. A statement or motion will clearly identify and authorized by delegation each member of the committee or staff who will be permitted to sign any document on behalf of the committee. A recording of the meeting will be posted on the board's website. The committee has the following items listed on its agenda: call to order, review of on-site packets, additions or revisions to agenda, announcements, unfinished business, new business, quasi-judicial deliberations, reconvene meeting for action, agenda for the committee meeting in December 2023, adjournment. Although it is not included in the above list of agenda items, if the committee elects to exercise the option to go into executive session, the committee will follow this process. First, the committee must be in an open session before going into an executive session. Then a motion will be made and seconded pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. The motion must contain the statements of justification for closure, the subject to be disclosed, and the time and place that the open meeting will resume. If a motion for executive session passes, the public will be excluded from this portion of the meeting, as the executive session will be conducted by electronic means that will not be made available to the public. The committee members will return to the open meeting after the executive session. The open meeting will resume when the committee members return to the Zoom and YouTube meeting after the executive session. The complete motion for an executive session will be recorded in the minutes. The meeting is now called to order, and the committee will now consider the next item on the agenda. Okay, we have a review of on-site packets. Is there anything in the on-site packet, Linda?
Madam Chair, it's Linda Davies, practice specialist. There is no on-site packet.
Thank you. Are there any additions or revisions to the agenda today? Okay, none. Any announcements to be made?
Madam Chair, no, there are none.
Okay. Any unfinished business?
Madam Chair, the unfinished business will be handled at the December investigative meeting.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Any new business today? No, okay.
No.
Okay, that leads us into the quasi judicial, which we will now leave this open session and move into that session.
Madam Chair, this is Linda Davies, practice specialist. I will read the following motion. Is there a
Okay.
committee member who would like to make the following motion? Excuse me. I move that the meeting of the investigative committee be closed to deliberate on matters relating to the decisions involving the exercise of quasi judicial functions as authorized by KSA 2013 Sub 75-4318 G1.
There a second?
So I'm sorry, Madam Chair, I can't make the motion. I'm asking.
Oh,
for
that's
someone
right.
to make it.
That's right. Thank you. Sorry.
I'll take the motion. I'll make the motion.
Okay, thank you, Michaela.
Sure.
Is there
And
a
I'll
second?
second it.
Thank you,
I'll s-
Adrian.
Okay.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Now we will reconvene and go into quasi judicial. Thank you, Colton. We now have some motions to approve, and Linda's going to be reading those for us.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is Linda Davies, Practice Specialist. Is there a committee member who would like to make the following motion? I move that the investigative committee find that reasonable grounds exist for believing the applicant or licensee is guilty of violating the Kansas Nurse Practice Act in the following cases, and that those cases be continued for further proceedings conducted in accordance with the provisions of the Kansas Administrative Procedure Act.
Adri Goldsmith, I second it.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
Is there a committee member who would like to make the following motion? I move that the investigative committee find the following cases be closed for the reason that no action is needed.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Michaela. Is there a
I
second?
second.
Thank you, Adrian. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries.
So,
Okay, that's the end of our motions. Okay. And the agenda for December 2023 committee meeting? We don't have anything today to move on to that, do we? Agenda?
I don't have,
Item?
well, I would only think that maybe if the investigative committee members want to like add input as far as how this worked or didn't work, you
Okay,
know, things we need to consider for keeping this going.
right.
Be
Okay,
a good discussion point maybe for December to add to the agenda.
to add. Okay, that'd be a great idea. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll do that. Okay, I guess we move on to adjournment. And we are done. Thank you.
Go ahead and end the meeting.
Yep.